Hi, welcome to Comfortable Cooking with Randy Z. We're here at Edward Christian Dining in Bremen. Today we are going to show you how to make a mozzarella roll. Got all kinds of good spices and peppers, pepperoni in there, and that's actually cheese rolled up. Gonna do a nice beef stir fry, an acorn squash quickly in the microwave, which is something I usually don't do, and some cheesy bacon twice baked potatoes, all in quick time, off the shelf. Real simple. Stay tuned and see how we do it. Okay, we're back. The first thing we're going to do today is we're going to make ourselves a little appetizer. It's a mozzarella roll. If you've ever seen them, you can get them at your local grocery. We got some fresh basil and some roasted red peppers, a little pepperoni for some flavor, some tomatoes. We take this out of the wrapper. It's in one big sheet. Just unroll it, and you can put anything you want on it and you just roll it back up. Pretty cool. So we got that laid out. I am going to do a little olive oil and balsamic vinegar for my tomatoes, add a little extra flavor. Just a little splash of both. Toss my tomatoes in there, and then we're going to lay those down with some basil. Slice up some roasted red peppers. That should give it plenty of flavor. Let's get that whisked together. Nice and good there. Got the old tomato knife out again. As I said before, you don't have a tomato knife, use a bread knife. It cuts your tomatoes very easily. Cut these kind of thin because we want to roll them up. You can put just about anything you can imagine in one of these, whatever you like. We've done it with prosciutto ham and salamis, and we've used all kinds of different herbs. Just going to lay a few of those out, like so. Okay, my little toss on there. Get that on there all over. There's fresh basil leaves out. Just to get them off the stems, the only thing you got to do. I like wrapping those over the tops. And dice them up. These are really big leaves, so I'm just going to use them whole, like so. I'm going to do some pepperoni, some meat in there. There we go. Pepperoni, just on normal pepperoni you get at any store on the shelf there. Doesn't need refrigerated till you open it. And I got some roasted red peppers in a can. They come in the jars and the cans. You get them usually in your Italian area of your grocery store. Slice them up. Lay them this way so they roll a little better. A lot of colors, a lot of flavors going on in there. Now the tricky part, pick it up off of the plastic and just get it rolling. Try not to let it roll away from you. It's nice and thick, so you can't really break it. It gets real big and fat. That plastic out of there. Clean up my mess. A little extra there, that's for me to eat when you're not looking. Slice that down. If it comes apart too bad on you, you can usually stick it with a toothpick. And the toothpick will hold it together. Nice, flavorful, big appetizer. Have a little salad with that if you'd like. You don't want to use the cheese knife that we've used before in this, because it'll won't be able to cut through all the rest of the items inside the cheese. It's basically for cheese only. This one you need a really good sharp knife to get through the tomato. So well, there you go. I'll get that all plated up, and when we come back we'll start our next course. Okay, we're back. Now we're going to work on our next course. We're going to make a version of a twice baked potato. It's actually not in the potato. We're going to do a big large one for the whole family in a pan. Again, we have the simple items that are right off the shelf at the store. We even have bacon already done. We don't have to dirty up the kitchen making bacon bits. We're going to use some sour cream. Got some green onions that we chopped up, some Colby Jack cheese, and some ranch buttermilk dry dressing there. Now, I've already made the mashed potatoes. I didn't need to waste our time here because of the time frame we're under, but I do have a tip on the potato. A lot of people do this, and that's a lot of motion. I have little hands too, but I have found that if you just go like this, it's easier, faster, and you're not chopping away at it. You know, everybody else wants, and it's everywhere. This way it's just in long strips. So it might be something you want to try. I have a lot of people that at work don't like peeling potatoes until I show them this. They're like, oh, that's not so bad, I can do that. So that's just a little tip on the easy way to do them. And so first thing, we've got our mashed potatoes in our mixer here. We're going to add our green onions, and we're going to throw in about half a cup of sour cream. And we're going to get some bacon bits, all of them. This is about 3-ounce package. That's about what it comes in. Those will be good in there. I'm going to take about a cup of cheese, and we're going to save some cheese to put on the top. So get in there with a cup of cheese. I like to find this is finely shredded. You can get the bigger ones, but this melts better when it's like that. Got 2 packages of the little 16-ounce size. It makes 16 ounces once it's done. It's just a little 4-ounce package. So we're going to put that dry in there, and add a really cool flavor to it. I'm going to turn this thing on and make some noise. Get that mixed up real good. Don't want to beat it up too much. Drop that out of there. Now we're going to put these in the pan. We're going to add a little more cheese on top, and we're going to put them in the oven and melt the cheese and get the bacon and everything warmed back up. Take about 10 minutes, 350, 375, right around there. So spread them out. If you like, you can add tomatoes. We used to do what we call BLT tomatoes, bacon leeks and tomatoes in a mashed potato. They're really good. But this is a good one. Everybody likes bacon and cheese. Spread that out. Toss some more cheese on there. It's real simple. There's nothing to this. Gonna have a ton of flavor though. Okay. Put that back in the oven. Gotta go get my friend again. Turn my friend on. My timer. 10 minutes. And when we come back, we're going to start our main course, and we'll be right back. Thank you. Okay, welcome back. Now we're going to go move on to our main course. We have 2 items in it. One's going to be a nice acorn squash, and then we're going to do a beef stir fry. First of all, we want to get the squash going because it's going to take a little while. Usually hour in the oven, hour 15. I actually am going to use the microwave, which is something I don't do very often, but I can get this done in 7 minutes in the microwave. So first of all, I want to knock that stem off of there. Now I have a stable area, and these are a little hard. You don't want to be too careful. You go through there. Now I like to see if they're standing up good. If they're wobbling around, I'll just take and cut a little flat spot on the bottom. And now it stays all by itself. I don't have to chase it. We're going to get the seeds out of there. Then we're going to put some butter and brown sugar and some pecans on it. It's a good combination that goes with the squash. You just take those seeds out, just get a big spoon, and that's all you got to do. You're done right there. All finished with that. Oh, there's my timer for my potatoes we put in earlier. Shut my friend off there. Come down, get my potatoes. Make sure the cheese is melted. Oh yeah, those look good. Those are perfect. So while those are done, I'll put them over here in the warm oven until we're done with our stir fry. We'll go back to our acorn squash. I'll put a glove on because I guess the best way for me to do this is just get my hands in it. So I get some butter, just rub the butter around. Pretty easy. Nice coating on there. Gives the pecans and the brown sugar to stick, and it gives the flavor you want in there. So I got some whole pecans. I'm just going to put those in my coffee grinder, which I don't drink coffee, so I use it for spices, and put some of them in there. And only got a little brown sugar. It'll only take a couple pulses with the button, and this will be nice and powdery. It saves you a lot of time, a lot less mess than trying to chop them up on the board. Just put that on there. Just got a couple. All set, all ground up, nice and even. And take that, get our bowl. I like cooking them in a bowl when we put them in the microwave because it's got its own little container. And sprinkle those around nice and even, nice coating. The kids like a lot of the brown sugar on there, but I just want a little bit. So then we're gonna put that in the microwave for 7 minutes. So I'll go over there. I'd stick it in there for 7. Since we're short on time, I've already got one going in there, so we'll just grab it when it's done. Move on to our stir fry now. I've chose a piece of round steak. It's economical. It's good for this dish. I got my pan on, getting the heat going. Get that nice and warmed up. And just take this and you're going to slice it in 2. Just keep going, just like 1/4 inches thick. You could cut it up. And then cut those. You don't want too big, the bite size. You don't want to have a really long one in there. So then we do that. I've already prepared some I've got right here. So what we're using for flavor in our sauce today, instead of using 5 or 6 different ingredients that you might have a hard time finding it unless you go to an Asian market, we selected an Asian sesame with soy and ginger. It's really good. It's going to give us all the flavors we're looking for. We've got some shiitake mushrooms here. You can find those in the specialty aisle at your grocery store if you're not familiar with an Asian market. And we've got some sugar peas, and I like putting some cashews in there, some green onions and white onion. We're going to take some sesame oil and get it a little in the pan. This get a nice nutty flavor, good smell to it when I get that real hot. And we'll take our meat that we had soaking in our dressing for about, I think I had it in there for about 20 minutes. You're going to get that going. And get the heat up nice and hot. Now one thing about the stir fry, you just keep moving it around and it'll be fine. You won't get anything stuck together. Throw my mushrooms in there next. A real deep, rich flavor is shiitakes. They're about almost as good as morels, but morels are too expensive. So get that going. I don't want to splash my camera, guys. I like a little green onion in there, give it a little spice bite to it. Bigger chunks so you can get a good bite out of it. You don't want to lose them in there. A little bit of regular yellow onion. Again, don't want to chase it around, so we flip it over. Breaking that up in there so it's nice long bands. Throw my peas in there. Yeah. And just keep tossing it around. You can't do that, they fly around. You can't do that, then just stir it with your spatula. Again, always get a heat treated spatula. That way you can do this without melting it. That nice and hot. I like cashews. A lot of people use peanuts, but I like cashews. They're better tasting. Get a nice crunch in there with that soy. You can put in sesame seeds if you got them too, but they're so small. In this dish, I like all the big pieces. We'll get that warmed up and add a little more of our dressing. It's just salad dressing, but it's really good for marinade and for cooking with. Now we're going to cook that for, we need to cook it for probably 4 or 5 minutes on high. So we'll get that all caught up here. And we'll get this going, get it all up to temperature, get our potatoes out. We'll check on our acorn squash and we'll be all set to plate up and right when we come back. Okay, welcome back to Comfortable Cooking with Randy Z. Here's our main course. We've got our stir fry going. And I'm gonna get those potatoes that came buzzing at us while we were making that out. We're ready to get plating and eating here. Nice twice baked style potato with bacon, chives, ranch dressing in there from the powder form. Really good cheese. Our stir fry going. We'll go to our microwave and get our acorn squash. Oh yeah, right there. Nice caramelized with the brown sugar on it. Looks good there. Get that. All right. I like it. Nice, a lot of juice in there, ready to go. Yeah. Take our squash. That's a little hot. You gotta be careful with that. And our potato. Oh yeah, nice and cheesy. Yep. Got that bacon in there. You can smell that. Now that's a big meal there. Okay, that wasn't hard. About a 5-minute job, other than the potatoes in the oven for 10. The squash was 7 in the microwave. While all that was going on, we made our stir fry. Nice and bright, tasty. So, just remember, a little time invested in the kitchen's worth a lifetime of memories at the dinner table. And we'll see you real soon. Thank you.